Okay, everyone, we are back for the last part of our class. Let's go to our student book, page 114. Go to your student book, page 114, okay? Go to your student book, the textbook, page 114, okay? And we are going to talk about another subject. It's gonna be which, making questions with sorry, making questions with which, or which questions. Making questions with which, okay? Before I show you the explanation video, before I do that, I want to, don't worry about what we have here. I'm gonna enlarge this later. But let me put a few things here. I've told you sometimes that we have something that we call WH questions, right? What are WH questions? Basically, WH questions that begin with, then you have what, right? Why, when, where, who, and you have how, right? Today, we are going to talk about another, we can call this a pronoun. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but anyways, we are going to talk about another one that is which, okay? For example, what is a generic way of asking about an object, about something. Why is when you want to know the purpose, is when you want to know the reason. When is when you want to know the time, the date. Where is when you want to know the location. Who is when you want to know the person. How is when you want to know the way something was done, or the way something is supposed to be done, or something like that, you know. But which, when do you use which? You use which when you're asking about a choice between two or more things. You know, when you have an option, when you have a choice, you use which. For example, I have two ice creams. I have a strawberry and the chocolate ice cream. And I want to ask my daughter if she wants the strawberry or if she wants the chocolate ice cream. Then I use which. For example, look here on the screen, which ice cream? Because it's a choice. Which ice cream do you want? Okay? which ice cream do you want? It's common in some circumstances. I have the ice cream in my hand, and sometimes I just do this. I have the ice cream in my hand. One hand I have the chocolate ice cream, the other hand I have the strawberry ice cream, and I just say, which one do you want? And I show her the ice cream. Okay, so you use which when you want to ask questions about a choice. Okay, is that clear? Now let's go ahead and watch the explanation video. Okay, we are gonna go now and watch the explanation video. Oops.
Which questions and simple present. Unit 9, Lesson C. Which one do you recommend? Watch and listen. Grammar rule. Use which to ask a question about a choice between two or more items.
Which supermarket do you recommend?
I recommend Green's Supermarket.
Which supermarket does he recommend?
He recommends Malik's Supermarket.
Which supermarket do they recommend?
They recommend Garcia's Supermarket.
Check your understanding. Look at the picture. Complete the question.
Which supermarket do you recommend?
Look at the picture and read the question. Complete the answer.
Which supermarket do you recommend?
I recommend Green's Supermarket.
Which supermarket does he recommend? Which supermarket does he recommend?
He recommends Malik's Supermarket.
Which supermarket do they recommend? Which supermarket do they recommend?
They recommend Garcia's Supermarket.
Let's review.
Which plumbing service do you recommend?
I recommend Purdy's Plumbing.
Which plumbing service does he recommend?
He recommends Purdy's Plumbing.
Which plumbing service do they recommend?
They recommend Purdy's Plumbing.
Okay, so now we are gonna go and do the exercise so we can practice. Okay, so we're gonna go here and practice the exercise. Okay, so let me make it bigger here for us to see the exercise. Okay, and I'm gonna leave this here just so so you can take a look. But now, as I always say, is the time for you to pause the video and do it on your own and then come back. But if you can't, just follow along. You already know my recommendation. Okay, let's go and take a look here. This is how you do. You recommend. So the question is, which plumbing service do you recommend? Harrison or Brown's? I recommend Brown's Plumbing Service because it's cheaper. And you have to look here, okay? Because when you're comparing, you have to look which one is cheaper. You can't just put anything, okay? Let's do the number 2 together. Let's do the question first. He recommends. So, which plumbing service? Every question will begin the same. Which plumbing service? Now, is he, so does he recommend? Okay, that's how you do it. And then you can put here Harrison's or Brown. Okay. And you can do that. It's a hassle to keep writing these names all the time, you know, but what can we do? Which plumbing service does he recommend? Harrison's or Brown's? Now, which one is faster? Harrison's, right? Because it says fast here. So he recommends, because it's he, right? Harrison's. You don't have to put plumbing service, okay? It's just because it's faster. Why? Because I'm comparing with the other, so it has to be comparative, okay? He recommends Harrison's because it's faster. Did you understand what you have to do here? Okay, again, they recommend. So which plumbing service do they recommend? I'm not gonna put Harrison or Brown's in every question because I just don't want to, I just want to save time, but you have to understand that this goes there, okay? But if you ask like this, it won't be, it's not wrong, as long as the person understands which ones you're comparing, you know? Okay, so licensed. Which one is licensed? Brown's. Licensed, there's no comparative. There's no way you can compare. So let's do this. They recommend Brown's because it's licensed. Yeah, there's no comparative with this one. Oh, my goodness, I have to just retype it again. They recommend Brown's it's licensed. Okay. Now she. Again, it's always the same. Which, the beginning is always say, which plumbing service does she recommend? So the beginning is always the same. The thing that you're asking about, it will appear next to which ice cream, which car, which supermarket, which grocery store, okay? So which plumbing service does she recommend? And then insured, go take a look. You have Brown's here. The same as licensed. There's no comparative insured, so she recommends Brown's because it's insured. What does it mean? He has insurance. If something goes wrong, he has insurance to cover for the damages, okay? They recommend the same thing as this one. Which plumbing service do they recommend? Experienced. I can make it comparative here. So I can do like this. They recommend which one? Harrison's. Very good. They recommend Harrison's because it's more experienced. Yeah, I can do like that. It's not bad. Okay. And he recommends is the same as number 2, which, oh my goodness, which plumbing service does he recommend? And the answer is he recommends who? Again, Harrison's, because it's open 24 hours a day. That's it. Okay, good. Okay, guys, that's all for this week. If you have any questions, please do let me know. I'm always here. If there's anything else I can do to help you with anything, also please just send me a message, okay? I hope you have a great weekend. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. I'll miss you all, and I love you all. Bye-bye.